All right, I'm gonna give it to you super straight. We've made it. All right, there's no need for a goofy intro. There's no need for hem and Han. There's no need for long glances of sadness because we are out of the woods. As Taylor Swift likes to say, we've reached a blank space, or blank slate, but however you call it, we have reached the end of Nintendo's content, and this is the moment we've been waiting for months now. This is it. Cowboy Festival has been officially announced. Isabelle tweeted about it, and now it's the great beyond. Now it's time for the next update. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. I'm so pumped for this. Smash that like button. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, because I'm about to give you my predictions for update 1.11. And trust me, you don't want to miss this video, because I'm giving you the lowdown on Brewster, Cap'n, fireworks, Red's raffle, quality of life, DIY, items, clothing, villagers, and oh yeah, new and fun activities. Psst, I need your help, all right? I got these 3 Amazon gift cards that I'm trying to get rid of, and you're the only one that can help me. It's gonna be easy, I promise, all right? Because today's video is brought to you by Disney Emoji Blitz, an awesome and strategic match 3 game featuring tons of characters to collect, and they each have their own unique power-up. But all you gotta do is click the link in the description down below, download the game, and reach level 15. I'm telling you, easier than it sounds. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You can do it. Once you do, tweet me, and I'm gonna pick 3 of you to take these gift cards off my hands. Okay, this game is the coolest and cutest way to have fun with Disney on your phone. There's so many characters. They got them from Luca, the new movie. You can even use the emoji in your text message conversations, which is pretty freaking sweet. They got new ones coming for Jungle Cruise at the end of the month. And once you start collecting, you may not want to stop. But please, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. Help me out. Click that link. Take these gift cards off my hands and spend a little time with MICKEYMOUSE. You won't regret it. I mean, you truly won't, because Mickey is so fine. And after all this waiting, the next update is going to be even finer. But what I want to do for you all today is not give you my pie in the sky takes, not give you my 2.0 hopes and dreams, not give you everything I really want, but let you know what is legitimately possible and what I think is actually going to descend in just a few days/weeks time. All right, we know fireworks begin in August, and we know Nintendo has been good about updating the festivals and the holidays with new items. If you recall last update 1.10, there was a list on the Japanese blog of holiday events, and it went all the way to Cowboy Festival, and I said back then, I'm worried, and that worry was so correct because there wasn't an update until that stuff was over, but now it is. Cowboy Festival, go grab the Springy Rodeo Ride-On, and then there's, poof, ghosts of updates past, because nothing is known. Here's what I'm gonna say right off the bat. I don't think Brewster is coming. Now you know that this video is serious, because normally Zach from SwitchForce always is like, Brewster, but based on how things have gone, I really feel like Nintendo is going to save Brewster for the fall. I still believe in Brewster, I still believe in Datamines, but how they've done things and how they're spacing out the updates and how it seems like they are targeting, you know, spring, summer, fall, I think Brewster makes the most sense in fall. So what do we get? Well, the best course of action is to look to the past, and so we'll start with those easy things first. And let me know what you think in the comments and which ones make the most sense to you. But new fireworks, right? All right, they shot off a bunch of cool stuff, and you could custom design fireworks. I think they might introduce a few new ones for Isabelle to launch the skies above, but more importantly, Red's raffle will have new items. Okay, Red's raffle had a lot of holdable, carryable items, right? We had balloons and pinwheels and bubble blowers, and those are really fun, kind of the biggest chunk of things that you could hold. And since then, they've experimented even more with maracas and other fun items, the flower petals you can throw. I feel like Red will come to the plaza again and bring some new stuff. I think this is Nintendo's opportunity to do the easy, which is to bring a few new items, be like, oh, hey, fireworks are fun again on August weekends. Now, last year, it was a really nice update. It brought in NPCs, it brought in quality of life, it brought in new features, and it ran through all of August and all of September. You see, we didn't get the next update, which focused on Jack and Halloween, until September 30th. So this one should probably last us about that same distance. So what will they fill those 2 months with? Well, probably some more events. I think that's all but a guarantee. And I really would love to see them do a few new DIY. If you recall last summer update, Wave 2, it brought us King Tut's Mask, and that was a new DIY, so it's plausible that they could introduce a new DIY again. I don't really see them doing a whole lot of quality of life, because for them, quality of life means additive, not change, right? So they added design slots, quality of life. They added a search functionality to the pattern terminal, quality of life, additive, not really change. So I don't think they're going to add bulk crafting because that would be a change. I don't think they're going to add bulk buying at the Able Sisters. That would be a change. I don't think they're going to speed up dialogue. What I think they could do, though, and this is probably my most out there prediction of all, but I still think it's grounded, is a way for you to pay at resident services to move out a villager. I think that is something that longtime players really want and would be a way to just add an option. You already have the menus to pay for things, right? To talk to Tom Nook about adjusting your residence. It would just need to be one more menu option to pay bells to have someone moved out. Now, maybe that's too nasty for Animal Crossing, but I just want to throw it out there as a quality of life update I could see them making. If you recall, Dougie B, good old Doug Bowser, the guy that we hold with, I was going to say pitchforks, but I'm going to say with Samora sticks. We're like, oh, you're going to have to eat this marshmallow, this hot marshmallow, if you don't deliver. But I think they will. New and fun activities, to me, really means things that you can do regularly. And the most perfect example of that fits and is a character that is integral to this franchise, but not here yet, is Cap'n. Okay, I think Cap'n is going to come to the dock, and I think that Cap'n will best approximate Cap'n in the last game. Look, Nintendo has done some great new things with ACNH. They brought in terraforming, all right? They introduced Daisy May, right? There's some nice stuff, Flick and CJ, but at the end of the day, they stick to their formula. And Cap'n and New Leaf took you to Tortimer Island, where there were 12 tours, mini-games of sorts, that were already kind of based in the game's existing mechanics and allowed you to earn medals to convert into prizes. And I think Nintendo is going to do just that. I think they are going to deliver Cap'n, which takes you to an island, and I think it's going to have maybe some, all, or even a plethora of the tours, which were things like shoot down as many balloons as you can, catch as many fish, get as many of a specific type of fruit, get as many of a specific type of ore. They had a lot of things like this where you were, or one where you're using a silly hammer, like to hit this little toy. Like, they're going to have these mini fun events that already are based in what the game can do, and they're going to have you collect medals again, probably, and convert those into prizes, which could be clothes, it could be furniture, it could be an exclusive set that only is available on the island, but it will be worthwhile things. Now, maybe Tortimer isn't there. Maybe there's a new NPC there, and that's how they kind of update it to New Horizons, or maybe it's just in the items, or maybe it's in the tours / minigames themselves, or maybe it's in the way that you could enjoy them with other players. I'm not so sure. And for a lot of people, that will bring a lot of new and fun activities, and it's quite literally new and fun activities. I mean, give you 60 seconds, see how many balloons you can pop with your slingshot. That is an activity. When you think about new and fun activities, that is not events to go purchase items, right? That isn't even really bringing in like a new seller, someone to come to the plaza and sell things. It's activities, things you can do. And I'm going to say that Nintendo is very particular about what they say. And Doug Bowser chose that word because activity and minigame are very, very synonymous. They're as close as you can get without spoiling it. Now, the updates love to also incorporate new clothing items, and I could see them offering some new, fun summer fashion. They may even dip their toes a bit into fall fashion. Now, there's another piece of this puzzle that I think has a significant chance of arriving, and it could come in one of two ways, and that would be expanding upon the villager roster. Now, there are two ways they could do this, and they've done it before. We know that in year 2, Nintendo has utilized the Sanrio villagers and cards as a chance to bring an update to the game. So we have two real types that they could go with. One would be the Zelda villagers and the Monster Hunter villagers. Nintendo has these sort of other game villagers that they worked with in New Leaf. They had Ganon, Epona, Medley, and Wolflink for Zelda, and they had Feline for Monster Hunter. Now, we just had big releases in both of those franchises. Legend of Zelda got Skyward Sword HD, and Monster Hunter just got Monster Hunter Stories 2. They also got Monster Hunter Rise earlier in the year, so there is correlation for the Nintendo Switch, Zelda, Monster Hunter, and moving them to Animal Crossing would be easy peasy lemon squeezy because they already made these villagers. I don't think Nintendo will print a brand new small set of villagers. I think if they were going to print cards, it would be for Amiibo Card Series 5, and I think that's another option. We talked a long time ago about how Nintendo has left a gap of about 100 spaces in their Amiibo roster, and by everyone's estimation, that has to be for some sort of new card set. Now, this lines up perfectly with how big the card sets are for Animal Crossing, and there are gaps for the villagers. They don't have all the villagers in card form, and they definitely don't have the new villagers that arrive for New Horizons, right? So there is a lot for them to do there, and maybe that is a place for them to bring in some of these other Zelda and Monster Hunter villagers as well. Maybe that is the best place for them to do that. We saw how successful the Sanrio sellout was. I'm sure Nintendo would love to get that going again. I'm not sure we would love to deal with Target.com, but hopefully they would spread them out a bit more evenly this time. And at the end of it, I think that is a new and fun activity-laden update. We're talking the central piece would be Cap'n and the tours on Tortimer, whoever Tortimer passed the baton to, their island, with new items and new furniture at said place. Plus, you'd have a little update to the fireworks show, Red's Raffle. You might get a new DIY, and perhaps they'll make a small adjustment to quality of life, or introduce new villagers. Now, if they do the new villager route, I think it might be split into sort of two sections. You know how the Mario update was given as the update, and then they mentioned Sanrio, but Sanrio didn't come till later. If there's going to be new Amiibo cards, they will give a more significant heads up, more lead up time. If it's just dropping a few villagers into the game, say the Zelda and Monster Hunter, I think those would be incorporated directly into 1.11. You might be thinking like, Zach, that's crazy, that's still so much stuff, but truly, if you look back at the good updates, they were kind of this way. A new NPC with a new activity or mechanic, some items and clothes, and maybe one or two flourishes to really make the update sing. It's only been recently that the updates have stunk, or at least been much smaller. And given the long gap between updates and given Nintendo's verbiage, I feel like they have saved up to deliver something more substantial. They have to know after all of this time and with missing months of updates, if they come back with a blog post full of events and 3 new items, we will all probably tear our cartridge in half. So the verdict for me is not a 2.0, but a solid 1.11 that carries us to the fall, where maybe they do deliver 2.0, or maybe that never does occur. But right now, I am focused on the next few weeks, and I will keep you posted as soon as humanly possible with what I find out. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. If the update happens, I'll be the first to get excited with you, and I appreciate you all sticking with me. It's been a long wait, but we're about to be rewarded. We've reached the end of the line, the final place we could possibly reach, Cowboy Festival. We are out of the woods, and we're once again ready to soar. So let's do it together. Hit that like button. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you agree with my predictions? Are they still too crazy, or do you think I'm kind of on the money with these ones? I want to hear from you. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there, my good people. Make sure to click the link and download Disney Emoji Blitz. It truly is a fun game, and it'll help you pass the time while we wait for whatever Nintendo has planned next. Until then, though, everybody, I love you a lot. Thanks again. SwitchForce out.